Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a review, a tutorial, and also some swatches on this new palette that just recently launched. It is by the brand called Bad Habit, and it's a new palette called Retro Love. If you have not heard of this palette yet, this is actually supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia Subculture palette. As you can see here, isn't it like so beautiful? I picked up the Subculture palette because I thought it was really beautiful, and I had to get my hands on this palette. It's really affordable, and yeah, I wanted to do a review for you guys and also a tutorial on the look that I am wearing. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Also, please subscribe if you haven't already. Usually my schedule is uploading Mondays and Thursdays. I think you guys can tell, but I'm still a little sick. My voice is not back completely, so I'm not sure if I'll have another video for you guys for Thursday. I'm going to try to upload this Monday, but yeah, that's the reason why I've been gone. It's just I've been sick and my voice was gone, so there was no way I was able to film. So I really wanted to get this video out for you guys. So if you guys are interested in seeing more about this palette, just keep on watching. So here is the outer box of this Retro Love palette, and again, it's by the brand Bad Habit, and you can find this palette at the shophush.com website. I actually picked mine up on the ShopHush app on my phone. I found out that when you download the app and you order online, I don't know if it's the first time or every time, but if you order through their app, you get free shipping no matter how much you spent. And on the website on shophush.com, shipping is $4.95, I believe. So you save $5 if you just want to pick this up. So this palette does retail for $10. So I'm going to get on the app so I can tell you guys a little more about the palette. If you guys do not know what the app looks like, it's the pink one that's right there. So you just download the app, it's free, you don't have to pay for it. So this palette does retail for $10, and the details on this palette says it's an ultimate throwback to the 1960s. This 14 shade eyeshadow palette features 11 velvety mattes in bold, edgy shades, 2 duochromes, and a metallic bronze. And this palette is also cruelty free. So again, the packaging matches the box that it comes in. So you do also get the plastic protector sheets, which I keep for all of my eyeshadow palettes. And this is what the inside looks like. It definitely reminded me of the Subculture palette when I first saw it. Also do get a mirror. And yeah, these shadows are nice. They do blend out really nicely. I like that they're not like super pigmented like the Subculture palette was. I do have a full review. That's actually a first impressions video. I will link it down below if you're interested. And then I also do have affordable dupes video using Coastal Scent Hot Pots. Also, if you are interested, I will also link it down below. The first time I've used it, and so far I'm really impressed. The Subculture palette, I ended up returning it because I felt like it was too much work for me that I was not willing to put in for it. I was kind of regretting taking it back just because I really loved the shades that were in the palette, but just how pigmented they were, I just felt like I had to work extra hard to make sure everything was blended out. And a lot of the time I don't have a lot of extra time to be doing my makeup. I do have a daughter. I take her to school in the mornings. I do have a full-time job as well, so I barely have enough time to do my makeup, and then if I wanted to use Subculture, I really had to have extra time to make sure everything was blended out. So I did return that palette, and when I saw Bad Habit was coming out with a Subculture dupe, I wanted to get my little paws on it, and so glad I did. The only con that I have noticed so far is still the same issue that I had with Subculture, is that this is the lightest shade in the palette, and it's not light enough for my brow bone. So if you're lighter than me, this shade is not going to be good enough for your brow bone highlight or inner corner highlight. You're definitely going to have to use another palette. I did set my whole lid with this shade, but to highlight my brow bone, I had to go in with another palette. But other than that, the shades that I did use were nice, pigmented. They did build up really nicely as well. Do I recommend this palette so far? First time using it, I really like this palette. $10, you can't beat that. And then also you get to have Subculture palette at an affordable price. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some swatches for you guys. I did find that with Subculture, once you kind of swirled it twice, your finger was full of pigment. Where these ones, you do need to build them up a little more than Subculture, but that's the good thing about this palette, is that you're not gonna go in super heavy-handed when you are applying it with a brush. I did swirl my finger like 1, 2, 3 on each shade, and that's how I'm gonna be doing it. So this first shade is called Psychedelic, and it's this one right here, and it's that pinkish, like it looks white but it reflects like pink. This next shade right here is called Icon, and it's like a lime green yellow shade. Next up is a matte shade which is called Hippie. It's a moss color. And then this one right here is called Pop, and it's like a taupey brown shade. And the last shadows from the top row is this one right here is called Rebel. It's like a mustardy yellow shade. Next up is Mod, and it's like a greenish, like forest green color. The last shadow from the top row is called Rock and Roll, and it's like a burgundy shade. So the first few shades from the bottom row, this is the first one, which is called Peace, and it's like a peachy shade. Next up is Flower Power, and it's like a pinky peach again, another peach shade. Next up is called Youth, and this is like a warm brown shade. And then this one is called Revolution. It's like a copper shade. I do find that these are nice. They do build up pretty nicely. You don't have the greatest like swatch with the first few swirls and then swatch. It's not the best swatches, but they do build up pretty nicely. And then on my eyes, you can tell that you can build them up as well with brush application. These ones are some fat swatches. So this next one is called Nostalgia, and it's like a plummy purple shade. This one is called Fab, and it's a again another mustardy, like more orangey mustardy shade. And then the last shade in the palette is called Free Love, and this is like a teal blue shade. This color, like these three colors, are like my favorite from the whole palette. They're so pretty. So overall, do I recommend this palette? First time using it? Heck yeah, $10. Subculture Dupe? Yes, yes please. I need another one actually. Online, it's currently out of stock, so just go ahead and sign up for notifications. You can turn on your notifications for Shop Hush and they'll tell you when it's going to restock. I think this is a great steal, $10 for a Subculture Dupe palette, and I also love that it's like sleek and it kind of has like a magnetic also. I forgot to mention that in the beginning. But yeah, I really like this palette. I love how sleek and travel friendly this is. Overall, thumbs up. I do like this palette so far, and I like that I do not struggle when I'm using this palette. The first time I've used it, I was not struggling with any extra pigmentation or anything like that. Everything worked out really nicely. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also please subscribe again if you have not yet done so. And if you would like to see the look that I created using this palette, just keep on watching. So I did go ahead and apply my eyeshadow primer off of camera, and I just took my favorite eyeshadow primer, which is by Milani Cosmetics. And here is the Retro Love palette by Bad Habit. And I already did set my eyelids as well, and I just took the shade Peace and just applied it all over from lid to brow bone. The next shade I'm going to be taking is the shade called Rebel. I'm going to be taking the Sigma Tapered Blending E40 brush, and I'm going to be applying this shade in my crease. I am an affiliate for Sigma Beauty, so if you're interested in any brushes, I will link my discount code down below. Next up, I'm going to be taking the shade called Hippie, and I'm going to be applying that shade in my crease as well with a Coastal Scents Classic Blending Brush. This brush is like my everyday go-to brush. I just love how small and precise it is. It just fits really nicely in the crease and just hugs the crease really nicely. I just love it, and I love how nicely it blends everything out. Since there is no light brow bone shade in this palette, I'm going to be taking this matte LA Colors eyeshadow palette, and it's in brown tweed. I actually really like this eyeshadow palette. It's only like $2 at Family Dollar, but I just took that shade with a Coastal Scents brush. I think it's like a crease brush. I'll link all the brushes I use down below if you're interested, but yeah, I'm just highlighting my brow bone with this shade, and then going back with my fluffy brush and making sure I don't have any harsh lines. The next shadow I'm going to be taking is the shade called Icon, and I'm going to be taking this Sigma Large Shader E60 brush. And I'm just going to be packing it onto the lids to get it as vibrant as I want my lid shade to be. To deepen up my outer corners, I'm going to be taking the shade called Mod, and it's a dark green shade. And yeah, I'm just going to be taking my Sigma E25 brush and just applying it on the outer corners. Now for the fun part, I'm going to be applying some glitter for my eye look, and I'm just taking the Super Glitters Mists of the Mint Glitter. And I'm also going to be taking the e.l.f. Glitter Primer to make sure my glitter stays on my eyelids. So you can take any flat shader brush. This is just from Crown Brushes. So I just tapped on to the glitter primer, and then I'm just tapping it onto my eyelid. And then I'm going to be tapping onto just the lid of the glitter because there is glitter on the lid. Since these glitters come really packed with glitter. These glitters and glitter. They just come packed with glitter. There's so much glitter onto the lid. So just tap on your brush, tap off any excess, and then apply it to your lids. And I love this glitter because it has like holographic pink and green reflex to it. I'm going to be taking the Sigma Gel Liner in the shade Wicked, and the brush I'm going to be taking is the Winged Liner E06 brush. Oh my gosh, you guys, this brush is amazing. It's so small and precise. I really enjoyed this brush for my wing liner. I will definitely keep using this brush when I use gel liner. It's really good. You guys should definitely try it out if you are looking for a really precise small wing liner brush. I'm going to be applying my mascara and lashes off of camera. I took the Vegas Nay times Eyelure Grand Glamour Lashes, and also my favorite mascara, which is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. It's so good. I did tightline my waterline, and I just took this L'Oreal Smoldering Eyeliner Pencil in the shade Black, and I just did the tightlining and the waterline as well. So I went back into my palette. I'm going to be taking the shade Mod, again the green shade, and I'm just applying it on the lower lash line just to set the waterline. And I just took my E25 brush again. So all the shades that I used on the top, well not all of them, 2 of the shades that I used from the top, I'm just bringing them down to my lower lash line. And the other shade again is the Rebel shade, which is like the mustardy shade. And I'm just taking that shade to blend out any harsh lines that I may have. With my flat brush, I'm just taking the shade Icon, the first shade I applied onto my lids, and I'm just going to be applying that in my inner corners just to open up this look a little bit. Finish off these eyes, I'm just going to be applying mascara to the lower lashes. For my lips, I'm going to be taking these 2 NYX products. So the lip liner is just in the shade Soft Brown, and then I'm going to be taking the Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And also, if you're not yet subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye!